Hi friends, I'm Arun and this is my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about how to choose the best health insurance. So today we are going to have a look at the best insurance product in the market and how you are going to choose it and what are the main things you have to look out if you are going to buy the best insurance product. So to start with, first, why to buy a health insurance? There are three reasons. Reasons which I'm going to list are the deciding factors which will motivate you to buy a health insurance or will motivate you to renew the health insurance, because health insurance is not going to be a one-time purchase. You're going to renew it. So here are my top three reasons. First is the insurance covered by your company. So many companies or most of the companies offer a good health insurance cover for the employees, but it's not enough to cover all the individuals. Right? So in my case, my health insurance covers myself, my wife, and my kid, as well as my parents. So it was good, but then the cover was not enough for all five of us, and my parents being senior citizens. So in the market for senior citizens, the health insurance cover is, or the cost of the health insurance is so high. So what I decided is that I can use my company health insurance for my parents, and let me take a separate cover for three of us. Second is your tax savings. A comprehensive health insurance in the market costs around 80 to 20,000 bucks. If you're on the highest tax slab of 30%, you can easily save 5 to 6,000. So if you subtract, it's around 12,000 is what you pay for health insurance. So instead of giving 6,000 to the taxes to the government, be smart in buying a health insurance. And third is an ideological fact, how to approach a health insurance product. So we have insurance for our car, we have insurance for our bike, we have insurance for many things in our home, like a fridge or an AC or a water purifier. Why not have a health insurance for our body, for us, which gives you a peace of mind for any emergency situation. So third one is an ideological one, which I think really motivated me to as well buy a health insurance. So if you check any of these two out of three boxes, then you are good to choose a health insurance. There are three things to finalize before we start a search. Right? These are like a prerequisites even before we start hunting for the products or start looking at the features. The first one is about choosing the policy should be an individual or a floater. So most of the policies have an individual as well as a floater variants. So in my case, I chose a floater for two reasons. One being my kid was not 18 years old. Individual policy requires at least 18 years of age. So for a floater, only in a floater you can choose an entire family with a kid as well. And then individual policy usually costs higher because you have to take it for every person's and the family, which means it will cost higher. So floater one was good to start, and it is also budget friendly. Second one is about the sum. A good sum assured for three individuals should be around 10 or 15 lakhs. 10 is like a good enough, 15 should be a safe one. I chose 10 lakhs because from the research I found out that sum insured can always be increased at the time of renewal. So, and also I have an insurance cover with my company. So I thought to start with 10 lakhs should be enough to cover my family of three. Third reason is the budget. For a good comprehensive health insurance product in the market, you should be ready to spend around 18 to 20,000 per year. Anything less than 15k or something will not offer the features or will have some riders which you will come to know only at the time of any emergencies. So have a budget of 18 to 20 for a 10 lakh and for a floater. Having did the above research, next thing is to shortlist the products. I chose 5 providers which are popular ones in the market. First being HDFC and ICICI. These are the two biggest private players in the insurance market. Third one is Tata. I chose Tata Aia because of the brand and I had a good experience with them with the life insurance policy which I already. And fourth one is a Star Health, which is everyone's favorite and which is trend runner in the market. And the fifth one being a Niva Bupa, which is a relatively smaller one, but then they offer excellent features like the other big players. So these are the 5 different providers I chose. So now let's dive into the products they offer. Right? So every provider has 1 or 2 products in their segments. What I have done, I have put in all the products on my Excel sheet, which I used myself to arrive at the final decision. So I've used Excel sheet where I've put in all the features to compare and shortlist the final winner. If you have heard about stock market, we do fundamental and technical analysis, right? So let's do the same thing with the health insurance as well. Let's do a fundamental analysis first. Let me list down the features of the fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and then I will pull up my Excel sheet to compare the features of the products. The first part in the fundamental analysis is about inpatient treatment. So this is nothing but your room rent cover. So always choose a provider which or a product which gives you good room rent cover. I would say there should not be any limit in the room rent cover provided by the product, or it should be the highest possible category of room offered. Why I say this is because when you choose a higher category room, it's not only the rent which you pay extra, it's also for the services you pay extra for that particular category. Choose a product which has the just no limit on the room rent. Second is about pre and post hospitalization. Any surgery or any planned surgery or any emergency has a pre time where you do all your reports, where you do all your tests and everything. And there's also a post recovery stage where again there are some tests involved, and also there are some home health care needed and other things, right? So most of the providers cover this pre and post as well, and as well as the surgery. So taking the number of days, I think a minimum of 30 days pre and 60 days post is good for a reasonable one to choose a product. Third is Ayush treatment, which is nothing but other treatment. So now people have started using about Siddha, Ayurveda, and other forms of treatment, which also give good results, right? So most of the products now started offering covers for those treatments as well. So take a product which offers this benefit. Now the next one, daycare treatment. Daycare treatment is nothing but a surgery which is less than 24 hours. Insurance considers you are hospitalized only if the surgery is more than 24 hours. For anything less than that, it's called daycare surgeries. And most of the providers do cover daycare surgeries. I would say an example is cataract or a dialysis or those kind of things are like the popular ones, and see if it's covered by your insurance providers. Next one is the reset benefit. This is, I think I mentioned once, the sum insured, why I choose 10 lakh as well, right? So this reset benefit is the main reason also I choose 10 lakhs for my sum insured. So reset benefits are a feature which is offered by a product where if you fully utilize your sum insured, say 10 lakh, it gets reset for that year, because they reset your entire sum insured amount, which you can utilize for others. Since I've insured others as well, it's a floater one. Also, we can utilize for yourself as well in some other treatments. So this is like you get a 20 lakh cover in a 10 lakh sum insured policy. Next one is your domiciliary hospitalization. This is about home care, right? So now post-pandemic, most of the treatments or most of the simple ones, people do take care of their homes, which means your providers should cover it, right? And now most of the products again offer these kind of features. So have a policy which takes care of your home health care as well. Next one being the cumulative bonus. This is again a factor which increases your sum insured. So if you have a claim-free year, the products offer a 50% increase in your sum insured, subject to maximum of 100%, just like 20 lakhs in my case. Choose a product which gives you a faster way to reach double your sum insured. Like most of the companies have a 50% increase in sum insured as soon as like for the first financial year, and so in 2 years you get 20 lakhs in your as a sum insured, right? So choose a policy which offers this feature. The last one is about non-payables. The non-payables are nothing like if you see your bill, final bill, you're always required to pay some amount, right? And that some amount, a major part of the sum amount will be about this non-payables, like gauze, the scissors, the sanitizers, gloves, these kind of things which the hospital includes uses during surgeries or during your stay at hospital, right? And these are not covered by the insurers. And when you stay for 7 or 8 days in a hospital, and these add up to pretty much a considerable amount, please do take a product which has this. So these are the 8 points which you have to consider, or the fundamental things which should be there in any of your products before you choose the right insurance product for yourself. So the fundamental reason behind taking health insurance is you don't need to pay, or you don't want to pay any amount from your pocket in case of emergencies, right? So these 8 points will make sure that everything is covered, and it's also covered beyond your sum insured, right? This comes your technical analysis. First, one about technical analysis is about the network of planning a surgery. You can do it at any place, right? So you can decide on the place. You can go to a different city and also plan a surgery. But if it's an emergency, you need a hospital which is nearby, which is covered by the insurance provider, as well as which offers cashless hospitalization, right? So have a good product or a provider who has good network hospitals in your area, right? The place where you live. You often go maybe to your wife's place or the workplace where you. So search for, I wouldn't say consider a provider which has the most network hospitals, because that's not useful for us. But as I said, take the main areas and see like the popular hospitals are covered for you there. So this is the first point. Second is about the incurred claims ratio. Incurred claims ratio is a parameter where you see how much of the premiums the insurance provider has collected from the people and how much it has given back or settled. Right, so this is like a premium to settle ratio. This number should be between 60 to 100. It's a wide range, but then yes, because this says that the company is paying good. It's not keeping the premium for itself or for the profit. It's clearing some claims. Also, it's receiving a good amount as premiums. Right, and the third one is the claim settlement ratio, which is a popular one, right? So where it's ratio of the claims received versus the claims, and this should be mostly about 90 for a good health insurance provider. So these are the three technical parameters, and this is just for giving a view of the company and health of the company as such. Yeah, now let's jump into the Excel sheet which I was talking about a lot. The Excel sheet contains the products as well as the comparison and as well as the parameters which I've talked about just now. Right, so I'll pull up the Excel sheet now. Yeah, sure. I'll pull in my Excel sheet and you see the list of products. Which I have put it on the different columns, and also I've listed down the features on every row. So you see here, I've chosen ICICI Health Sheet product, and then I've chosen two HDFC products, Optima Secure and Optima Reassure, and also I've chosen Niva Bupa and Tata Aia and two from Star Health. And also I've listed down all the fundamental features, rows 1 to 8, and then technical analysis, and also the other parameters which I have found useful, but which are not deal breakers for choosing. Right. So as you see here, Star Health has the most read in the feature wise, right? Because they don't have offered room limit categories. They offer only private rooms, which was my criteria, and also they don't cover alternative treatments. And also they don't cover the non-payables. So Star Health is completely gone out of my shortlist. Next comes HDFC. HDFC again has a limit on the room rent, which does not fall into my criteria, and the other HDFC product does not cover alternative treatments. So HDFC is again out. Also taking into consideration the cost, both of them went out. And Tata Aia again has a restriction on the room limit, but other things are good, but they don't have a good reset benefit, which is only once during the policy period. So compared to ICICI and Niva Bupa, Tata Aia offers less. So Tata Aia is out. And ICICI and Niva Bupa. These are the final two ones which are in my shortlist, right? And if you see, Niva Bupa has better features. Like there are no rates in both products, but then if you see, they have unlimited reset without any conditions, and they have a good pre and post hospitalization as well. And even in technical analysis, it has good network hospitals. ICICI has 6,500 hospitals, but then it has the required hospitals in my area. So it is so for me that number does not matter. And incurred claims ratio again is good. Niva Bupa has a lesser number, which is again not good, but then fine. If you say, because I said the range should be 60 to 100, right? So fine. And claim settlement ratio is again good for both the companies. So the final two shortlist of our team is about ICICI and Niva Bupa, and the winner is going to be ICICI for me. ICICI had a good image than Niva Bupa for two reasons. Niva Bupa is a relatively small company, and they are a standalone health insurance provider. And ICICI is a general insurance provider which gives the insurance across all categories, and also they have a very large company. In fact, they are the number one private general insurance companies in our country. So a relatively new company versus an established company. Right, so this is the fight, because we are taking insurance so that we should not be worried about claims and stuff, right? And Niva Bupa, when I googled, I heard some of the claims which are not getting settled properly, which had some issues in settlement. But I'm not saying Niva Bupa is not, but it's just about my personality. I am a less risk prone person. I want to take a product which is more secure or less risky. So that's the only reason I chose ICICI, and I was ready to pay the extra premium. For me, the money always equals to the product, right? So, same features and even more features is offered to Niva Bupa for lesser price. That means there is an issue, or there is something which is hidden, even though it's not on the paper. For me, it kind of did not feel good. So that's why I chose ICICI. So it's up to you, right? So you can. I say Niva Bupa is an excellent product. You can always try it out, but my character and my personality suits ICICI. As I said, choosing a product also, it's about yourself, right? I also put in other parameters, as I said, which you can include in selecting the shortlisting the product, and put the red markers and see which offers you. But then for my criteria, I thought ICICI Health Shield is the final winner, and that's going to be a product for this year. Next year again, I will compare the new products as well as the existing products and see if they have improved their performance and see. But as of now, ICICI Health Shield is the winner. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel for any interesting videos like this in the future. And also, I have shared the links where we get these parameters. The insurance regulatory official website has all the product features, the product list, and the policy wordings. So do refer there for any official information. Don't refer any third-party websites. I will share the links in the description. As well as I will also share the links for the annual reports, which contains the technical parameters which I have mentioned. So both are available in the insurance regulatory official website. Do refer there or the official provider's website. Don't refer anywhere else. And also, I will share this Excel sheet. I'll put the link in the description. Please use this for shortlisting any. For me, it took a lot of effort to zero in on the products, compare them, because I just gave you the winner in maybe in 1 or 2 minutes, right? But then it took a lot of time for me to shortlist the products and shortlist the winner finally. So please use this Excel and choose your best product. Sleep peacefully. See you next video. Bye bye.